Alright, yeah, welcome back to some more Magic Arena, and Singleton has finally been released on the client, so that is exactly what we're going to be doing today. Storm the Citadel, Singleton. Haven't yet actually played it yet, but let's go through what you can get from this one. So it's free entry, and there is no restriction on how many times you can lose, so basically we're going to be playing this until we get to 15 wins. We get some stained glass card styles for our 3rd win, our 9th win, and our 15th win, which is the Wanderer, the Samut Tyrant Smasher, and of course Sorin Vengeful Bloodlord, which is the one that I want the most. So yep, Singleton format, 60 cards, one-of-a-kind cards in each deck, and it's also going to include the London Mulligan rule for the first time ever on Arena as well, so I'll probably go through that when we actually jump into the games if I do end up mulliganing along the way. So yeah, today's deck is going to be a Grixis deck, and it's kind of a flavor-based Singleton list. So we're going to be making a Grixis Bolas deck, which is going to be built around Nicol Bolas Dragon God, of course. Black, triple black, 1 blue and a red for a legendary planeswalker with 4 loyalty. Nicol Bolas Dragon God has all loyalty abilities of all planeswalkers on the battlefield. I highly suspect that a lot of our opponents are going to be playing Super Friends lists, so Nicol Bolas seems really powerful in this particular format. We've also got 4 mana Bolas as well, so we're going to see Bolas a fair bit during the game as well. 4 mana Bolas is a 4/4 with flying. When it enters the battlefield, opponent discards a card, and you can pay 7 with Grixis mana involved and transform him into Nicol Bolas the Arisen. Draw 2, pretty sweet for our +2. A -3 deals 10 damage to a creature or planeswalker, basically killing anything. The -4 is Reanimator, which we can use to reanimate Nicol Bolas and then give the Nicol Bolas Dragon God the abilities of Nicol Bolas the Arisen, so we can do a little bit of a chain there as well. And the -12 is one of the ways of winning. We get to exile all but the bottom card of target player's library, so they mill themselves in a nutshell. Nicol Bolas Dragon God also has an ult that we can get behind as well. -8, each opponent who doesn't control a legendary creature or planeswalker loses the game. So if we wipe the board and then -8, we will win on the spot. If we don't manage to see our Nicol Bolases, then we can see his twin brother, Ugin, which is a 6 mana 4 loyalty planeswalker. It has a tick up to basically draw a card. We make a 2/2, and if it dies or leaves the battlefield in any way, it gets put into our hand. So a 2/2 to defend all of our planeswalkers and our life total, and it also draws us a card later down the line. Not really going to be making any use of the colour spells, cost 2 less to cast, but I think this is just a decent enough removal spell and card draw spell that I think the deck needs. The -3, of course, being the removal spell. You get to destroy a permanent that's 1 or more colours, so pretty much every single card that exists, except for lands, and Ugin himself is basically under fire from this one. But yeah, other than that, we've got a fair few flavor win cards in here. We've got a lot of the Bolas referencing cards, in Bolas's Clutches being one of them. Deliver Unto Evil has Bolas on there with some really sick art. I do appreciate that one quite a lot. 2 of the finales as well, 1 to draw a card with Ugin in it, and 1 to kill 3 creatures with some caveat, and that also includes Nicol Bolas in there. So yeah, really a flavor-based deck. I'm not entirely sure if this one's going to perform, but it looks nice enough as it is. I'm not going to go through too much more than that though. So if you want the deck list, it's down in the description below. Otherwise, take a snapshot of this beautiful little list. We're skewing quite a lot into black, so that if we do see Nicol Bolas on turn 5, hopefully we should be able to cast him without any troubles. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into the games, and I'll see you there. Okay, 3 lander, no red, but we don't have any red in the actual hand that needs a mana for, so yeah, let's take this hand. We also have Discovery Dispersal, which is a decent enough start. Let's lead with the Dimir Guildgate, shall we? And probably want to lead her with a Swamp after that. See if we can find some red mana, I guess. Our hand is reasonably stacked as it is, so we could take the mountain and also have Ugin available as a bit of a payoff. That wouldn't be the worst. We do like Tyrant Scorn into Cruelty, into, yeah, eventually get to Ugin, I guess. Yeah, I definitely want the mountain, so let's do that. Let's leave Ugin on top just in case they have a duress and therefore they can't actually take the payoff card there. Looks like we're just up against a mono white list though, which is fair. Let's just lead with our tap land since we've got the Tyrant Scorn available. I'm guessing we're going to murder this thing. I don't really know. Do I have to murder this thing? I think I could probably wait. Anything they follow up with here is killable by the Tyrant Scorn. Yeah, well, they get a Bugler, which is unfortunate for our patience there, but, I mean, it is what it is, I guess. Let's kill it. Take out the 2-3 over the 2-2 that can die to a Cry of the Carnarium. Okay, so I guess Watery Grave? Tapped. Yeah, might as well. Up to 4. 5 mana next turn. Nothing to do with it, so we're going to need a bit of Heart of the Cards on that particular one. And yeah, we'll take the 2 here, because they might follow up with that Emissary. And therefore, that will be a 3-power creature we want to take care of. Also, auras are a thing. Well, Convoke 4-4. Dead 4-4. Just got to keep up in that pressure until we can get down a big win con, which is coming next turn in Ugin, and the turn after that with Spark Double on Ugin. I have a hard time seeing how we lose with this. So basically, I think we counter anything my opponent does here. Emissary. Yeah, I mean, he's tapped out. The only thing I'd want to keep Sinister Sabotage for is like Ixalan's Binding or anything of that nature. I think I can take Thief of Sanity here. It's a contingency plan just in case Ugin just bites the dust immediately. Alright, so Ugin. Taken up. In Bolas's clutches. That could be okay. If they're running any white planeswalkers, we can nick those. So they need to deal with Ugin now, so Ixalan's Binding, Conclave Tribunal, Prison Realm, all options that they've got available to them. Ajani, not really an option they've got available to them.
Our kinship ensures our victory.
Although I suppose it can eventually get ahead of us.
Look how far you have come.
So offering a trade here. Yep, sure. I'll take the trade. And we get an Bolas's Clutches, which we can use on the Ajani if we really want to. Can't minus to bring anything back. I think I just want to go with the Spark Double first, with Negate backup. So Spark Double on Ugin. Take up Ugin. To be honest, I could minus Ugin, but I don't think I need to. Narset and a land. Alright, so now we get like a pick of which creature we want to die, which is basically choosing what card we draw at this point. And then next turn we do in Bolas's Clutches, stealing, I don't know, either Ajani, Adversary, or Leon and War Leader at this stage.
You are capable of more than you assume.
Oh, you want to trade, do you? Interesting. Yeah, we'll trade. We'll trade, we'll minus Ugin, and we'll steal Ajani, I think. Seems good. So we got a land drop for the turn, we got a Narset to stop them drawing cards. I think we want... Do we want War Leader or do we want Ajani to take? That's a tough call. I guess we don't really need War Leader's pressure. Ajani can tick up on my tokens though, which is pretty sweet. So yeah, let's steal Ajani. Let's kill War Leader. Tick up Ugin. And tick up Ajani, who ults next turn.
Deliver us to victory.
It's a shame we don't have another land for the negate, but I mean, we got 3 planeswalkers out. Good game. Yeah, there's not really anything they can do there in mono white. So yeah, that's a pretty good start. I will absolutely take that. Boom. 1 of 3 towards our Wanderer stained glass art style. Sweet. Alrighty then, we're in, and we've got decent enough mana. Double black for the water plank, all 3 colours that we need, and Cry the Carnarium's open as well, so yeah. Couldn't really ask too much more of this hand. Even Kefnet looks pretty sweet here. So, how do we want to go with this? Because Walk the Plank is our only removal source, but I really do kind of want to get down Memorial to Genius. So we could do Swamp, Drown Catacombs, Memorial, probably, in that order, and then Mountain to get the Kefnet down. That's probably the better line, just in case we need this Walk the Plank open. Is it more mono white? And Adamto Vanguard can eat Cry of the Carnarium all day, so sweet. I guess we're not going to be using Walk the Plank, so I'll just take my opportunity here to tap land and say go. Ajani's Pride Mate. Alright, this is a Cry of the Carnarium if I've ever seen one. Cry into Kefnet. Ooh, we even got Dragon Skull Summit. Pretty good. Let's not give up too much information just yet, though, since we don't really need to. Let's just murder these 2 pretty big white cards here. Read your card. Don't be that guy. There you go. Sometimes, on the odd occasion, you actually get some people who pay the 4 mana to make it indestructible. But yes, I guess it's not really so much reading the cards as just understanding the rules at that point. Oh, Thief of Sanity. Is it Thief or Kefnet? I love this deck already. It's just bombs central. I think we'll go with Kefnet and see if we can get as many hits off the top as possible. If I can start getting copies of the cards I draw, which should be relevant, because I think we've only got 5 creatures in this deck that we can actually hit. The rest are basically planeswalkers or instants and sorceries. Militia, Bugler. Alright, Bugler. Whiffs. Wow. That's a rare occasion. And there you go, we've got ourselves a copy. So 1 mana Lava Coil. I'll take it. Value Kefnet. And I'm not really bothered about the Marshal, so let's just drop Thief of Sanity and swing for 4. Goodbye, opponent. That's mono white down again. Wow. Wow, a quick game such as this. Yeah. It's hard to keep up with that kind of stuff, but, you know, let's go for the next game, I guess. Alright, we're in, and no red mana, but double black with Cry the Carnarium. We've seen that every single game, I think, which is pretty cool. It's a thing, alright. Yep, let's just take this. I mean, our deck is about 90% removal anyway, so this hand is not surprising to me at all. Lack of red is a bit disappointing, but we'll get over it, I'm sure. Ugin. Alrighty then. So let's lead with the... Ooh, invade the city, okay. It's good for later, I suppose. Not really for now, though. Red-green. Probably an aggro deck, if I had to guess. We're going to get Domrid. Ranging Raptors. Let's kill that before they have a chance to damage it themselves. Callous Dismissal, okay. Missing our land drops really sucks. We're running 26, so there's not really a good reason for doing that. Just getting unlucky. How does this deck deal with a really huge Amass token? That's what I want to know. Okay, they got the Domri. Can we get the Bedevil? Or at the very least, can we get a Vraska's Contempt? We get neither, really. Okay, so I mean we can slow them down. Just bounce Domri and make them do it all over again. Hope they don't hit the land drops, and basically we've time warped them. Well, they got the land drop, so I imagine Domri gets to follow up with another creature. Oh. Rubble Belt Rioters. It does a thing. We missed our land drop. I think I'm just going to go Finale X1. Try and find a land. Saddest finale of all time. We whiff. Great. Here comes Domri. And can tick up for a 4-mana play.
We won't answer to other guilds.
Here comes, what, Rekindling Phoenix? Jade Light Ranger. Okay. So they don't have 4-mana plays? Now they do. We're in a really horrendous position now, I think it's safe to say. All because I needed that land. Great. Woo. Okay, so where do we want to go from here? I could bedevil Domri, which is probably the play. Means that we get to block the Jade Light Ranger and they don't just get to fight and run right through us. They're going to be playing this Raging Regisaur, if I had to guess, so this thing's dead anyway. Yeah, I think I just want to kill Domri.
We will rise again.
And pass the turn. So yeah, first opportunity to kill this Amass token, I'll absolutely do it. Unless we want to do Invade the City and we can get a really big Amass token. Also an option. That's a lot of damage. We don't really have a board wipe for that. So I could have a 4-4, but it trades all the same. I think I'm just chumping and losing, to be honest. Even get Raging Regisaur, so it's another 4-4. We are supposed to be killing our opponent's threats as and when they arrive, but we haven't done that. So we lose. 4, 5, 6, 7, plus the Rubble Belt Rioters. Yep, we can't win. Womp womp. Next game. Alrighty then, we're in. We've got all 3 colours of mana, double black as well for the Water Plank, so I think we'll take this. I need double blue as well, but yeah, I think this is fine. This is acceptable. Alright. Are we playing Magic? I hope so. I like playing Magic. Does my opponent? No, is the answer. Alright, cool. Well, next game. Oh, no, they've mulliganed. Alright. Yeah, I suppose the new London Mulligan probably does take a little bit more time to process. So, makes sense. Mono green? Looks like it. Well, Widespread Brutality doesn't look like it's going to be particularly good. I'm going to play the Swamp so I can just walk the plank this Druid. Hope by potentially mana screwing my opponent I can get ahead. So they might have been relying on that Druid. Well, they hit the 3rd land, so not particularly mana screw, but at the same time, I mean, they're not actually doing anything here, so I'm a bit colour screwed. I need double red, double blue, and double black. We've kind of got some of that going, but not all of it. Alright, let's do a discovery for land drops, basically. Goreclaw is a bit scary, but I think we're fine. Do I want both of these? Could do Island, Kefnet. And then I kind of want another land, to be honest, so I can get some of these 6-drops going. Chemisters helps me get there, but should I just try and naturally draw one, since I'm probably going to Kefnet off the top. We're also surveilling as well, so Chemisters into the yard is almost like drawing a card in a roundabout fashion. Five mana with cost reduction on Goreclaw. Taking 5. Really need an answer. And no big follow-up right now. All of those things would be nice. Well, Obnixus's Cruelty is pretty good. Can catch that right now. Probably want to do that. I don't really want them having access to cost reduction, even though, I mean, they are in a decent spot. They're also black mana as well, which is interesting. I think hitting Goreclaw here, though, is a reasonable play. If we hit land, we can do clutches, commence the endgame, for any big follow-up they have. And bedevil. Alright, well, Kefnet go. I am wondering a little bit about Sinister Sabotage and its place within this deck. As you can maybe tell, we're a little bit of a tap-out control deck, so the opportunity to actually counter anything might not actually come along as much as I initially hope. Ooh. Reveal that, and it costs 2 less to cast. So we can do an X2... X2, 3, 4, 5. I could just use Finale of Eternity copy here to kill both. X5. You and you. And then we get to keep the other one in hand. That seems pretty sweet. We're yet to whiff on Kefnet. The deck is kind of built in the way that a Kefnet deck should work. Ouch. That's a big boy. Can I get a big answer? Suppose commence the end game is our big answer. We go, what, 5, 6, 7? So yeah, commence the end game makes a 7/7. So let's swing for 4. Pass the turn, plan on blocking Carnage Tyrant. We unfortunately trade off, so Widespread Brutality still stays as a 2 damage board wipe. But I think this is pretty sweet. Let's not reveal the Swamp, thank you. Trade off the Carnage Tyrant. Saheeli's pretty sweet as well. Vivian to minus on Kefnet, probably.
How this thing goes is up to you, pal.
Yeah, alright.
Draw and fire.
Definitely shuffling Kefnet
I've
back
seen
in.
worse.
That card is broken in this deck. It's so good. We're going to be bedeviling Vivian. So we've got 4 mana, which is Saheeli plus Bedevil, I guess. Hopefully they don't throw anything down that I'd regret seeing, like more Carnage Tyrants. Ew. Oh, I could clutch his Vivian. But she just won't hit anything but lands on a tick up, that's the problem. And the minus isn't going to be particularly relevant either. So it's a tough position to be in. This is where I really wish I had like an extra card in hand so we could have an 8/8 to block the Carnage Tyrant. And therefore Widespread Brutality is just another way of dealing with it. I really don't particularly like clutches on Vivian Reed, and I don't like it on Carnage Tyrant either, which is going to be their next play. I guess I'd go after Vivian though. So bad. It might be my best play. Nick Vivian. Might encourage them to attack Vivian instead of my face, which buys me an extra turn. Ooh. So I could hit Spark Double or just grab the Kefnet again. Or an Augur of Bolas. What does Augur get me? Anything to do with Carnage Tyrant? Not really. I think the board wipe was our best thing. Other than that, we could do... I really don't know on this one, actually. I think I just take Kefnet. Tap land, go. I need a way of amassing. There's Carney T. Into Druid. Negates. Okay, so can we get a way of amassing on Vivian Reed? I don't think we can. But it's worth looking at.
I've seen things that would
what
break
she's got to
someone
offer
like
anyway.
you.
We got the double reds. Could get the triple reds for Bedevil plus Brutality. Sure. Let's see. Saheeli into Kefnet.
If it's a challenge you want, then a challenge you'll get.
Seems okay. I feel like my opponent will attack the Planeswalkers. which will buy me some time to figure out what I need to do here. If I finale X10, what happens? Return all creature cards from a graveyard to the battlefield. Ew. That's pretty grim. Let's grab an island for potential negate shenanigans. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're close to a finale X10.
This is nothing. Let's do this again.
I need a better answer than Kefnet, so I think I just bin it. And adapt. Yeah, I think they're going after my face and I lose. Oh. That's a weird play.
I need to iterate.
That's a really awful draw. A really awful draw. So they've got Rejuvenator, Druid. We've got Kefnet, and that's it. So we get a Druid, a Rejuvenator, and a Kefnet from the finale X10. It's not great, but I mean, we could potentially... How is this worded? Destroy up to 3 target creatures. If X is 10 or less, return all creatures from your graveyard. From your graveyard, so it's not every graveyard. That's a shame. So we only get Kefnet back. It's not actually that great. I think we need to Chemisters. See if we can find an answer to anything here. Cast down won't do it. Hexproof is a thing that we can't deal with. Yeah, I guess we just bedevil Incubation Druid. Vivian's not really making the turns any worse than it already is, honestly, because we can finale up to 3 creatures here, so even if she does manage to fuel this board up, it's probably not going to be at the point where finale's not just good enough anyway. Polaka Worm, oh my god. Well, we do have a counterspell for that. And well, that's getting Sinister Sabotaged. I need the Surveil. Watery Grave into the bin. That's an absolutely clutch Surveil, because that would have killed me. Yeah, well, that also kills me. Okay, well, what can we do in X10? Do I have the mana for an X10? No. I think I have an X9. Dear. Yep, that'll do it. Well, that was rough. Carnage Tyrant is our weakness, apparently. And short of Widespread Brutality or a big blocker, which we had one of, and then they managed to find it back, that was the trouble. If we could have negated, we'd win this game, I think, hands down, but it is what it is. Alright guys, well that is gonna do it for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this particular one. I wouldn't say it is the best deck in the world, but I did kind of build it based off of a theme rather than an actual playstyle. I do think Grixis is pretty decent though as a archetype, but if I was to change this deck, I would definitely add another mana. We shouldn't really be getting mana screwed at 26, but apparently we are. So I could never get past 3 lands, which was really tilting. But other than that, I kind of like it. Maybe the counter spells probably want to go down as well. This seems like a bit more of a tap-out kind of control deck. So in place of Sinister Sabotage, you probably want to have a couple of answers to permanents that you would normally want to counter. So artifacts, planeswalkers, that kind of thing. I think we've kind of already got them covered though, so maybe this is the best answer to that weak spot. But yeah, it's a fun deck anyway when it manages to go off. It's got some crazy combos. Spark Double on Ugin was very wonderful. I very much enjoyed that one. But yeah, I'll probably be back later on in the week with yet another Singleton deck because I do really enjoy this format. Hope you guys do too. If you do, then make sure to hit that like button and subscribe as well. Gives me an idea of what kind of content you guys want to see in the future, as well as helping out the channel a great deal. Thank you very much though, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.